Om Namah Shivaya. I am Professor Rudramohapatra, an astrologer from Bhubaneswar, Odisha. Today, I will discuss about two very interesting and rare topics of Hindu astrology. Those are Gulika and Mandi. Gulika and Mandi. Come at those days when astrology uh, was taught from my guru to Shishya, like verbally. Uh, Nowadays, many institutes are there. Astrology already is approved by UGC. Many universities are teaching this subject. So, any astrologer or certified astrologer for that matter, whatever he or she is saying should be backed by books, or else your propositions will not be accepted. There should be minutest clues in the book which should be magnified by any astrologer, or if any additional application propositions are coming that can be put forward. So far as Gulika is concerned, okay, let me present in this fashion. So far as this Gulika and Mandi they are concerned, they are said to be same by some astrologers. They are same to be different by astrologers. That means there is dilemma. And sorrowfully, in our classics also, hardly much mention is done on Mandi. Yes, Gulika you will find fair enough descriptions of Gulika, but not Mandi. Mandi, possibly, I am not very sure because astrology is too vast. First mentioned in the classics known as Sarvartha Chintamani, and there the term, the sloka is possibly, if I remember correctly, 67. The book translated by Jagannath Bhasin, or which was actually completed by S.S. Sarin and a few others. Translators were being also approached due to sudden demise of Jagannath Bhasin. Uh, so in that book, calculation of Mandi is not mentioned, but the word Mandi as Yama Atmaja, that means the offspring of Yama. Whether a girl or a boy, let's not get into that. We always say son of Yama, maybe daughter of Yama also, because nowadays in Vajrayana Buddhism you will find Yama and Yami is consort. So anyway, so that is like Yama, and the role is Pranahara. It is mentioned that Parahara and Atipapi. That means it is death inflicting. Okay, but how to calculate that? Other things not mentioned. Then further recent classics, Uttara Kalamrita, where slokas are written in quatrain or four lines. So in the first chapter, I don't remember the sloka number. In the first chapter only, the slokas are saying about Mandi's calculations, where different ghatikas are mentioned for different days to find out the timing of Mandi. Though even Kalidasa in Uttara Kalamita has not elaborated very many things on Mandi or even Gulika, but there he has said that this Ghatika, if it is coming, then the time you are arriving, that time is Mandajaha. That means Mandi will arrive at that time. So this is the not the sloka, half the verse, basing on which I am talking of Mandi. Uh, so in a recent presentation at ICAS Chennai, I was saying that sloka ardhat prokhyami mandi visaye. That means I am saying from that half of this sloka, I have derived many things and was presenting before others in that seminar. Well, so the Ghatika of Mandi are fixed. So certain days when Ghatika, you arrive at Ghatika, that time is Mandi and Mandi is very bad. So which time of the, which horoscope, uh, the same day, different time of birth, Mandi will be in different places. But in the same day, Mandi will be in the same place uh, if we count from sunrise. If it is a night time birth, if we come from sunset. Let me elaborate the things for you. If Sunday it is said to be around 10 hours, that is 26 Ghatika will come around 10 hours, 30 minutes, around that 30 or 48 minutes. So from Sunday, sunrise, if you add that much hour, if sunrise is 6, then you add that and you arrive at 4:48 p.m. That time the Lagna arising is Mandi. Suppose one guy born at 2 p.m. So Mandi will be in his second house. mm, with the Lagna, with the degree of Lagna, whatever it may be, around the second house Mandi will arrive. If some guy will, landed on this earth on 12, so Mandi will be around in the third or fourth house, third house, because almost more than 4 hours elapsed. Assuming one Lagna will, the crossover time of a Lagna is around 2 hours. So Mandi is fixed for that day on certain Rasi. So basing on the birth of the person, the house placement of Mandi will vary. And where Mandi is posited, the house, it will block the signification for that house. Okay, not any single house is mentioned where Mandi is good. Unlike Gulika, where normally the three are higher, 3, 6, 11. But if you strictly refer to the classics, 3 even not good, because there will be no pleasure of offsprings, of or from, whatever you can say. But 6 is, yes, subdues enemies, 11 is lot of games. So Gulika is good in certain houses, not Mandi. Now Mandi It's not many softwares, astrological softwares you'll get, but it's very easy to calculate. If you find the hours where Mandi is arriving, referring to Uttara Kalamrita, then each day you can find which time Shiva, which Rashi Mandi will be placed. Because we are not concerned about the degree of Mandi, so you just have to find out where the Mandi is. But unlike Mandi, Gulika is said to be the Upagraha of Saturn. There are three, four things, entities, I will say here. One is Aprakasa Graha, one is Upagraha, another is this Mandi. These are the non physical entities. That is why in our classics, the elaboration or explanation are often done combinedly, which is misinterpreted like they are same almost. For example, Dhuma is the Prakasha Graha that behaves like Mars or malefic Mars. Shiva, malefic Mars, because Aprakasha Grahas are malefic, they are dosha graha. But Murtyu is the Upagraha of Mars. Okay, so often you will find somewhere that interchangeably or some places, though very less is explained, but somewhere you will find a little bit, you know, same places Dhumo is there, same places Kala is there. So Kala is an Upagraha of sun, Dhuma is an Aprakasha. So that is why these things are confused. So I often very systematically segregate these things. Aprakasha grahas I have said, Upagrahas also I have said to some extent. Now I am saying about Mandi. And Gulika is said to be the Upagraha of Saturn. In a day, you divide the daytime into 8. Which person Saturn is coming? Like if it is a Friday, then the first person belong to Friday, the second person will belong to Saturday, that person is Gulika. I think in Kalavada Upagraha of my video, I have explained about Gulika. Here I am clarifying Gulika is not Mandi. Mandi, the usage is primarily used in Badhaka. If you refer to Jataka Parijata, there it is mentioned that if Mandi is posited in 11th house for a movable ascendant, in 9th house for a fixed ascendant, and 7th house for a dual ascendant, then it will work as Badhaka. But if you refer to Sarvartha Chintamani, Mandi, wherever it is placed, it is not good. It is prohibiting the signification of that house. But if it is happening at all, then this will be highly maleficent. And during the Dasa and Antardasa, I think the Dasa period of this Badak is explained in the last volume of Jataka Parijata. Even though the first volume is saying about Badhaka, the Dasa period is explained in another volume of Jataka Parijata, where it is mentioned that during the Dasa of this Badhakesa, that means where Mandi is posited, the dispositor of that house. Mandi is in Sagittarius, so Jupiter is going to be as a Badhaka. So that time, severe physical and mental illness will come. Even in my research paper earlier, I have said that Gulika is like Mandi, but later on, yes, because that time I have not had that sufficient literature on Mandi, neither the other amenities. So now I must say that yes, Gulika and Mandi they are not same. Now, why it is so, and how it is not possible? People will say, no, Gulika is same Mandi. No, not at all. First thing is that the usages of Mandi is less. Like, you know, in Badhaka, it is very much necessary. And the other usages explained in Uttara Kalamani, the Janma Lagna rectification. You have to see which Lagna is stronger from Mandi, and that you have to take. So we hardly use that Janma Lagna rectification now. Even Badhaka also we are not seeing. Those people are looking into Badhaka in a horrible way. Like 11th Lord is Badhaka for Charalagna or movable ascendant. That is wrong. Of course, the association of Mandi and Kharesa should be there. Kharesa at the Lord of 64th Navamsa and 22nd Dakshina. Either 22nd Dakshina Lord should be posited there or 64th Navamsa Lord should be posited there or Mandi should be posited there. Not should be, must be. So, Mandi has got different role. Why Mandi is not equal to Gulika? Because Gulika is said to be good at 11th house. But Mandi is said to be Badhaka in 11th house. Had Gulika is equal to Mandi, then we are deviating from the classics. Jataka Parijata is wrong in that case. Or even Phaladipika, which is saying that Mandi in 11th house is extremely good, it is wrong. So there will be a clash between the classics. Well, I must quote Guru K.N. Rao's quotation that do not believe in the classics blindly, but this is not the condition here. Here, Uttara says about the calculation of Mandi, Sarvartha Chintamani says how malefic Mandi is, Jatak Parijata says how to use Mandi in the natal chart. Simultaneously, classics have also highly elaborately said about Gulika. All the 12th house positions of Gulika and the role of that is clearly mentioned in classics. As the calculation procedure are almost same, so Mandi is confused as Gulika. Or people don't use Mandi, people replace Mandi at Gulika, but which is wrong. If you are looking for Badhaka, you cannot take Gulika and Mandi simultaneously. If in 11th house Gulika and Mandi both are posited, then Gulika is actually reducing the effect of Mandi. Gulika is reducing the effect. The one of very serious effect of Mandi is death inflicting. If it is some way getting connected with the Maraka houses, then please be careful. But Gulika has nothing to do like that. It is, of course, hampering the signification, but it is also giving gain in the 6 and 11, but not Mandi. Mandi is not said to be good at any place. It is severely malefic. I do not know why this 11th house for Charalagna, 7th house for Gatmika Lagna, ninth for Stira Lagna is only considered as Badhaka if Mandi is there. Also, the Kharesa role, that is the 64th Navamsa and 22nd Dekkana role is mentioned. And here the Kharesa 64th Navamsa, if you are considering, please consider in case of Badhaka, please consider from Lagna. Though classics clearly says, Jataka Parijata says that take it from moon, But as you are counting the Badhaka from the Lagna, not from the Chandra Lagna, please consider the 64th Navamsa Lord from the Lagna, not from the Chandra Lagna. That is the fourth house or the fourth Navamsa. Shiva, yes, that is the fourth house in the Navamsa from the Lagna. That is the Lord of 64th Navamsa. But apart from that, Kharesa, if Mandi is only posited in the 11th house, it is bad. 12th house, it is bad. 10th house, it is bad. There is no mention of classics regarding the usages of Mandi in 12 houses. But it is said to be severely malefic and pranahara. So definitely it will create problem in the second and seventh house of Maraka and all other houses where it is posited. It will create malefic effect during the dasa of the dispositor. Okay, so please do not confuse Gulika and Mandi. Gulika is Upagraha of Saturn. Mandi is said to be the son or daughter of Yama. Manda is sometimes used for Saturn. Manda. So Mandi they say yes, it is coming for Saturn, but not. Because classics are saying something different. Though the usages of both of them, Gulika and Mandi, the usages of both of them is secondary. Not for any Suev astrologer, but normally you go to any astrologer, it's like Bhava, Bhavesa, and Karaka. This principle is followed up to 80%. If it is not fortifying, then people are shifting or astrologers are shifting to Upagrahas, Prakasagrahas to see more results. But primarily 75% of the horoscope is based on the principle of Bhava, Bhavasa and Karaka. So that is why the usages of Mandi is coming highly ancillary. Many people are not using it and they are subsume it or they are using it synonymous as Gulika, which is completely clashing two classics, Phaladipika and Jataka Parijata. If you are saying that Gulika is equal to Mandi, then you have to turn Phaladipika and throw it away, so also Jataka Parijata. Because the connotation we are proposing is completely wrong. That if you go by classics, it is okay. Classic is not saying that yes, Gulika is equal to Mandi. Gulika is posited this out, Mandi is it like is that. No. And if you follow the calculation procedure mentioned in Uttara Kharamrita, like they are mentioned in Ghatika, and the Ghatika in the Sanskrit sloka, it is written like Charu, Runa, Khara, that is in Katapayadi numerical system. That means the numbers are written in alphabetical way. There is a complete method known as Katapayadi numerical system. Like in a word like Charu, Cha is representing 6 and Ra is representing 2. So Charu is not beautiful or charming. That's if you put the Sanskrit word Charu means it's coming out somewhere beautiful. No. Jata. So Ja is representing some number and Ta is representing some number. So anyway, I'm not going to that. So that is how the Sanskrit Shloka of Uttara Karamita is saying the Ghatikas for Mandi and those Ghatika for Mandi is not exactly same of Gulika. Yes, adjacent or same house or very close proximity they will come. That I because the calculation pattern is same, but they are not the exact same astronomical points if calculated taking the figures given in classics. So from now onwards, please do not consider Gulika is equal to Mandi. If somebody is going for your death calculation, if at all necessary in some places, please consider Mandi. If you are calculating Shiva, you are predicting Badhaka. What to calculate Badhaka? If you are predicting using Badhaka, then please consider Mandi, not Gulika. So if you refer to classics, then Gulika and Mandi are two different points. Though the usages of Gulika is little bit more compared to Mandi because Gulika has got some benefic results also so far as 11th house is concerned, which I was explaining in my last presentation. So far as Winston Churchill's chart is concerned, Gulika is coming in the 11th house, giving a lot of name and fame during the Dasha. Well, so this is the we are approaching half an hour. Please refer to Uttara for calculation of Mandi. Please refer to Sarvartha Chintamani for definition of Mandi. Though only few words and two lines are written, we have to magnify upon that. Refer to Jataka Parijata, how Mandi is used for Badhaka. Refer to Uttara Kalamita, how Mandi is used for Janma Lagna rectification. So now onwards, I hope you will not mix up Mandi and Gulika. If you do that, then your yes, in some places your Gulika is bad, but Mandi is also bad. You put both of them, yes, there you are this hampering the signification more. Like seventh house Gulika is not good, the seventh house Mandi is there. If a dual ascendant, yes, the Badhaka will be more intensifying results it will bring. And Badhaka result, don't confuse it with Maraka. Badhaka result is like your severe death inflicting and severe uh, if Mandi is there, it is death inflicting or it is severe mental and physical pain. That is what Jataka Parijata is saying. So I'm done for today. Uh, these are the topics which you will understand. If systematically PPT presentation will be there, which I do normally on webinars and seminars I visit. But on my YouTube channel, when I find, I always say that listen to my lecture like ancillary knowledge orientation tools. Uh, so you just listen to me. To, that's it. So here, if you more detailed calculation, if you need, then you please refer to the books and students. Those who are here listening to me, they can contact me for the writings on Mandi and Gulika or PowerPoint presentation I have done. I can share I share that presentation with them. And if you have any suggestions or doubts, please mention in the comment section. You may not subscribe or like my videos. You may dislike it also, but please write the reason of dislike. But please share it if possible. The only thing is that I want to reach to the maximum people. So this is all for today. If Mahakala wants and Kala permits, that means if it is in my destiny, and if Dasa will come, I will come with another good video. Till then, God bless you all. Om Namah Shivaya.